This is the official first, or what I like to call the only Icon Coaches to present the Vibe Conversations.
Of course, Mark Castillo, 94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city, man. You know what it's like, man. That's what it's about.
Voice
man,
of the city.
Yeah, legendary, man. We got Toast of the City, my brother. There you go,
New
man.
Haven.
There you go. And man, listen, man. When I first met you, I knew that there was something about you, man, that was going to change the world. Of course, Juan Castillo, 94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city, man. You know what it's like, man. That's what it's about.
Voice
man,
of the city. Yeah,
legendary, man. We got Toast of the City, my brother.
There you go,
New
Haven.
There you go. And man, listen, man. When I first met you, I knew that there was something about you, man, that was going to change the world. All right.
I appreciate that.
And we've been involved with a couple of events together, and of course, your music is being played on the radio station, and you've had other hits on the radio station, and it's real cool, man, for me to watch your growth, and truly, like you got in your shirt, you truly a visionary, But the thing about you, man, which me and you sort of connect with, is the fact that this radio station, when I came here, it was about my passion for my community, right? I had retired, from the state in law enforcement, and after 20 years of seeing, the worst of what our community had to offer, man. And not saying that those people were bad people, man. But it's like, socioeconomic issues will get into the fray, in people's lives, especially black men and black women, and they find themselves in situations, where I gotta, as a law enforcement person, I gotta go and deal with it, right? I dealt with it differently than most cats that were in my business, in the sense that, I understood the human side of it, right?
Yeah.
And however, I was able to. A lot of the people that I arrested, they came back home because I told them, I said, when you come home, come and see me, and I'm gonna help you stay out of the joint. Because they never heard that from anybody, right? And so, having done that, there was a certain amount of accomplishment, a certain amount of feel-good stories, man, of people that overcame the odds, like you, and when I retired, I said, okay, what am I going to do, right? I played ball in high school and college, wanted to play in the NBA, but, got hurt, and got in trouble, and so, I ended up going to the joint, and, after doing them 5 years, I knew I had to change my life. I knew the NBA was out, so I thought, okay, you know what, let me go in human services and try to help other brothers like me, which I did. And eventually, man, because I do believe in the Lord, he has some angels down here, basically trying to just, guide me, brother. You know what that's about, and and lo and behold, I came through a whole lot of trials and tribulations, worked for a couple of drug programs, and eventually ended up working for the state, ended up in law enforcement, became the only law enforcement officer in the state that had been incarcerated. So I overcame all of that, right? You know what I'm saying?
First of its kind.
And so, I ended up, leaving that after 20 years and then coming over here, and I've seen the best in our community, working at the radio station. That's general manager and, of course, host of, the Workforce, PM edition, but in addition to that, people like you who come through my life because of this radio station, has allowed me the opportunity to be able to see the human potential, right? And when folks like you who decide that they're gonna do something and they don't let nothing get in the way, trials, tribulations, nothing gets in the way, and then you come through like this. I just heard your new cut, right? and I gotta tell you, man, it's a banger, it's fire. YBC is gonna be on it, but it's like
Yeah, what you need, track what you need is hard. It's hard.
And you know, and the fact that, you know, it's you, right? You know,
Exactly.
you know, your music is you. You know, you're not copying nobody. You don't sound like nobody else. You know what I mean?
Tell me what you want, baby. Tell me what you need and I'ma go get it, baby. And I'ma go. It's yours. Tell me what you need, lady. Tell me what you want and I'ma go get it, baby. And I'ma go. It's yours. Back to the basics, back to the hustle. Like Nip said, hard times don't let them humble.
But you know, but let's talk about you, man, right? Let's talk about you. You know,
Jordan Edward is J Lyrics.
there you go.
Like I said, Jordan Edward is just the kid back in the basement.
Right.
But yeah, me, man. Originally from Springfield, Mass.
Right.
413. A lot of people don't know it's the birthplace of basketball.
Absolutely. Springfield Hall of Fame.
Yeah. That's where all the stars go. Growing up in 413 was hard. It's challenging. I've been blessed to be residing and, you know, be able to call home to 203 New Haven, Connecticut. I reside in Hamden, but it's the next town over, but it's still New Haven County.
True.
Yeah, growing up in Springfield is very similar. High death rate, high STDs and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's dangerous. The only thing I like more about New Haven that's more promising, more potential is that, and Springfield's coming back, because Springfield was once a very beautiful place.
Right.
If you go back in, every place is very beautiful when it first started.
True.
It just goes through, times change, you go up, and just like stocks.
True.
It's like crypto.
She the one, she might get it right. She the one, she my kryptonite. Hit the blunt, she don't need a light. Want to smoke shit, she fucks all night. She the one, she might get it right. Superpower, she my kryptonite. She my crypto. She my kryptonite. Vibe conversations. Her beauty's the birth of a nation. Can't stop temptations. She in need of relation. Her body persuasion. Yeah, she foreign, she mixed with that Asian. Feeling sensations. God bless. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what life is. I think we get too caught up on the results and don't understand the journey. We know everything's a pattern. It's like a wave.
Yeah.
It's gonna go up, it's gonna come down, but hey, can you be that top surfer and hit that Maverick and ride it out?
You know, that journey, right? You know, like, you know, what was that moment for you that right in the middle of the trials and tribulations that you had an epiphany that you were going to do something big in this world? What was that moment?
I was working for a company, and this is before Icon and anything. I was just Jordan Edward. Just had rebranded from J Lyrics to my grandfather had passed, Edward Toomer.
Right.
Who served proudly in World War II. You remember the video Indigo?
Yes.
Where we shot the video, part of the video at his burial site at the Veteran Memorial.
Right.
I wanted to carry on his legacy because I share his last name, and his first name is my middle name.
Okay.
So my grandfather actually went to Springfield College.
Okay.
Was a big football star there. Actually went to World War II, went and served proudly, but he ran instead. He was that fast, world class speed.
Right.
Did not fire a single bullet because he was that fast.
Wow. Wow.
That fast. And I wanted to carry on his legacy, so I rebranded and I went back to my roots and I said, I'm just gonna be me. I did the J Lyrics, I did all, let me think of the best, hey, what's the wow, what's the showstopper, No, this time you're getting authentic Jordan Edward.
Right.
Yeah. On God. This one different. They say love is pain, but this one different. You know? They say love is pain, but this one different. Sacrifice, a broken heart amended. What's the family if you know you can't provide? What's the love if you both telling lies? Full of strength, I know I hold my pride. Eye for an eye, the only time you see me cry. I always speak my truth, never lies. God bless my soul until I touch the skies. They say love is pain, but this one different. This one different, love it different. They say love is pain, but this one different. Damn, so different. They say love is pain, but this one different. Sacrifice, a broken heart amended. Broken heart, you know? God bless my soul until I touch the sky. God bless, yes. God bless my soul until I touch the skies. Eye for an eye, the only time you see me cry. See me cry, see me cry, see me cry. God bless my soul until I touch the sky. God bless the soul. God's gift, forever Father Time. R.I.P. to everybody we ever lost. R.I.P. my brother to God. We miss you, bro. E.T. I know you shining down on me, Pop. I told you I got you. This one different.
I mean, I know what drives you, right? I know you well enough, right? But I think that the folks that are watching this right now, listening to this right now, you know, they might want to hear that, right? Like, what drives you to do what most people don't do?
One of my favorite people, and people know me. If you know me, you know. Kobe Bryant was a muse. He was my muse. Not to cliche off the title of his documentary, but yes, he was my muse. Michael Jordan was my muse.
Yes.
I didn't have a father growing up.
Right.
My father, we have a great relationship now. Just talked to him today. But we went 10 years without talking.
Wow.
I didn't know who he was till I was 8. Ironically, that's Kobe's number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I had a conversation with a gentleman, great guy, Vic Rosario. Son and daughter, great players. Vic Jr. And his daughter as well. She's gonna be a senior this year at Cross. But we had a conversation at his party, his birthday party, and one of the conversations was, he was like, "Why you don't play ball no more?" I said, "I kind of stopped about a year before my knee got hurt because my grandfather had passed. He was the athlete in the family, and you know, I had my cousins and my sister. They dabbled and stuff, but they wasn't like me. Like I'm inducted to the Springfield High School Sports Hall of Fame in Springfield, Mass. For high schools, just like it is for out here for the New Haven schools.
Right.
High school. I'm that for Springfield, Mass. And the difference is, people don't really recognize the magnitude of that. I'm in there for 3 sports.
Wow.
Football, basketball, and track.
Right.
Most people are 2 or 1.
Right.
I did 3.
Little triple threat there.
You know, you say, hey, I didn't make the pros. Was basketball your main sport?
It was.
I played 3 sports. I never had a season off.
That's unbelievable.
And my mother wasn't athletic, you know, but she knew how to say, hey, I'm going to give him at least the tools to play. I would be sitting down there working on a move, watch a movie, catch a film, just before YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to work on a move. And I remember I did a move in the game, and she said, yo, he practiced that move for a week.
And that's that's so key in terms of raising kids, right? Or versus young adults. You gotta expose them to a lot
You
of
gotta
different
expose them.
things.
It's not about showing them. You just gotta expose them,
Man.
and let their creativity come to life, because they're gonna create their
And
own.
if they like it, they do it. If they don't like it, they don't do it. You got to give them room to grow and decide. Very early. You know what I mean? But
it's inception.
Yeah.
Just like the movie. Plant the seed and let it manifest.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Be you, be great, be an everyday icon.
I commend you, my brother, for what you're doing. I'm always with you, man, no matter what you're doing. You know what I mean? And once you pop up, because I see you go and get that refueling, and then you come back, and then here you are, and I'm like, yo, let's go. You know what I mean? Because I know.
Hey, I got a different motive, man, but you still got to put the gas in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But again, my brother, WYBC thanks you for the work that you do in this community. I thank you, and I can speak for the community that they appreciate this, right? Mm-hmm. Every event that you've ever done, there's been an appreciation for what you've done, and people. I'm at the crossroads, so people they come to me, right? Whether it's good or bad, right? Mm-hmm. They're gonna come to me and say something, right? And so you should be proud, brother. And I know your family's proud, and I'm proud.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying?
Iron sharp as iron, man.
There you go, my brother. Peace.
I appreciate you.
Juan Castillo, man. Of course, man, you got the workforce, and I know you've been inspired because I know I have, and just make sure you come out to the event. Tell them the time and place again.
The time is going to be August 22nd, 2021. The time is going to be from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Irish American Community Center in East Haven, Connecticut. It will be on an outside football field, so make sure you get ready and bring your sunscreen. And we're going to have a good time and defy the odds.
And WYBC is going to be in the building and the field. And, because why? We're in the community 24/7, 365. Peace. I'm out, baby.
Appreciate you, Juan. This is the official first, or what I like to call the only icon coach to present the Vibe Conversations.
Of course, Juan Castillo, 94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city, man. You know what it's like, man. That's what it's about.
Voice
man,
of the city.
Yeah, legendary, man. We got toast of the city, my brother. There you go,
New
man.
Haven.
There you go. And man, listen, man. When I first met you, I knew that there was something about you, man, that was going to change the world.